Full armor mode, let's get it. Boku no Hero Academia, chapter 133. After the end of last chapter, the situation is bad. However, thankfully it's not as bad as we thought it was, because it seemed like those bullets that Fat Gum as well as Sunny got hit with were more like needle shots, so they're good, they're okay, but just a little bit shaken up because Sunny was trying to use his quirk, but he wasn't able for it to come out, so it was still a little bit of that shock there. We got Kirishima chasing down the goon that shot the bullet, and this guy was a straight up punk. I mean, he was straight up crying like, oh my god, why aren't you down? I'm a failure. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to look up to my big brothers like this. So what happened though was pretty interesting, because even though Kirishima had him trapped in a corner, you know, he was kind of saying, I know how it feels to be a failure. He just went from 0 to 100 almost, like, don't try and lecture me. And he took like this drug that ended up enhancing his quirk ability, because this guy had like some little blades that came out of his hand, but when he took this drug, it just made blades go everywhere across the screen, and it was sharp enough to even cut Kirishima. And you know what? This particular drug, we've seen it before if you've been reading Boku no Hero Academia Vigilante. Now, I haven't read that particular side story in quite some time, but this has been mentioned before, and Kirishima even said, I've heard about this on the news, so it's pretty good that that side series is for the most part worth reading, because we're seeing that they're at the very least hinting at things that happen in it. So the more and more Boku no Hero Academia we can get, the better, of course. So yeah, those bullets are still a bad thing, because just like I said last chapter as well, if these things get out like in mass production, like with the guns, and you get more people like this guy, use them in a bullet, even if it doesn't hurt or it doesn't down the person like a regular gun, it can still be a big force on the battlefield, because you're nullifying a quirk. You're taking that away from somebody, and seeing like Overwatch and how his people operate, that would still be a bad thing, because it could lead to something worse. And also in this chapter, we got a little bit more development for Kirishima as a character. Again, I mean, sometimes you get these chapters to just feel like an extension of the last chapter. That's how well they mesh together. We saw that he was kind of down on himself back in the dorms a little while ago, while he was saying, you know what, I'm nothing against somebody with long range. I can't stand up to the rest of these guys. My quirk is just isn't as good as I think. And it was Bakugo of all people that smacked him back into place, not physically, but he said, you know what, you were the last person that I would expect to have doubts about yourself or any type of confidence issues. I mean, look what you did back in the Space Festival. And look at All Might. Did you think All Might gave up when he didn't have anything? All Might was on his last, and he still gave his all. And I was saying before, you need this for Kirishima, because at the very least, while they're still in school and they're not full-blown heroes yet, you need that development. You need that growth for these characters to keep pushing in order to unlock the best in themselves. And I'm not necessarily saying that it can't happen in this series, but I really don't hope that we get to the point where a lot of these characters that we're spending all this time with is going to get pushed to the wayside. I want them to keep developing. I want them to keep growing. I want them to keep becoming better as a character, and that's what we've seen with Kirishima, our boy Red Riot, in this chapter, as he was able to remember that, you know what, I'm capable of so much more. If I push myself, I can achieve anything, allowing him to power up, straight up getting into that full armor mode. Completely beastly look on him at the end of that chapter, and I know once he develops this, I would really like to see it be like a full armor for him. This one just looked like it was kind of like his skin just got a little bit more thicker and made just more of a defined look around his outfit already. But I would like to see him get into like a straight up armor mode. I mean, he's almost Colossus. Imagine him going into an armor mode like Boy from Yu Yu Hakusho or something like that, where he looks completely different once he develops this. That would be beastly. And with this full armor mode that he has now, he's about to go in even more, as he was able to overcome the odds and take down this guy. And again, another fast chapter, but another fantastic chapter as well. And chapters like these, once you get around to adapting it into anime, these are chapters that are going to be covered in its entirety in like a scene or two. I mean, that's how fast it really was, because there was a lot of action panels and things there, but it was still a very solid chapter overall. And I cannot wait to see this part animated, because Kirishima, I mean, I like so many characters in this series, but he's definitely one of my favorites. He's like probably the top 5 favorite character for me in this series. So to see him finally get that shine and go in, that was good. To see that Sunny is okay, he's not like fatally shot or wounded or anything. It's just the ramifications of getting shot with this bullet. What's left in the air is like, is this a permanent change that stops your quirk? Is it just temporary? We still haven't found that out yet, but hopefully it's not to the point where it just takes it away completely, because that will make the situation even worse. So guys, let me know what you thought of this chapter in the comments below. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you guys to indulge on this channel. And of course, you know, Boku no Hero Academia Season 2 is now underway. Your boy got you on that with the live reactions on Saturday, so I'll see you guys again. And for you that want to know what else is going on, tomorrow it will be reviewed for Berserk and Rage of Bahamut Virgin Soul, so look forward to those as well. And I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. So guys, like I always say, you can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that, so thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Scott signing out. See you soon.